Good morning, Binky. I hope it's morning. Um, Today, we are going to talk more about force and motion, and we're going to focus in on friction. Now, I wanted to just refresh you on what motion is, the definition of motion. So, I want you to write this in your notes so that you can remember that motion in the noun sense, uh, is the action or process of moving or being moved. So, explanation is you see my cursor moving, my cursor is in motion. Okay, so anything that moves from one spot to the other is in motion. Okay, you got it. So that's the definition we're using right here, our scientific experiments, okay? And then we have the definition, let's define force, okay? So the definition of force is the strength or energy as an attribute of physical action or motion. Okay, so you see me grab this bottle. Well, without force, that bottle can't move. See, something has to make it move because it has no force of its own. So my hand becomes the force needed to make it move. Okay, you got that? Now, how much force I need depends on the mass or the weight of it. So this bottle is not very heavy. So as you can see, I can take my thumb and my middle finger and pick it up and move it. So it doesn't take a lot of force. Okay, versus if Daddy was having to push the van, it would take a lot more force to push the van. So that's force. The strength or energy as an attribute of physical action or movement. Okay? So that's the definition of force. Now, in your last lesson about force and motion, I told you to record how much force it took you to get out of the bed. Um, the things that you have to use to get out of the bed. It took force for you to sit up. Okay, so your muscles had to create a force for your body to sit up, all right, off of the bed. And then your muscles had to create a force, your muscles and your bone structure had to create a force for you to push up off the bed and go over the little ladder, get down. So even as you sit up straight, your body is creating a force to cause your body to sit up straight. And if you were standing, your body, your legs, your bones create a force to make you stand up. Okay, so it's always around you, force and motion. Everything, my hand waving, it's a force and a motion. Okay, because my muscles have to create a force for the hand to wave. All right, now, so at the end of that video you watched last time, it talked about friction, and it was talking about if something was moving, it would continually move unless it had some opposite force to slow it down. So this would continually move this way until something came along to slow it down or to cause it to stop. That's friction. All right. And so uh, part of your experiment today, or the first experiment, is to determine what uh, friction is on different surfaces. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to go and ask your brother if you could use one of his cars, his little toy cars, okay? We're going to use the little toy car and we're going to use that in the experiment, okay? So pause this video and go ask him if you can use one of his cars. And make sure it has 4 wheels on it, okay? All right, so now that we have our car, now if you look around the house, you have a few different surfaces that you can measure to see how much each surface has in regards to friction. All right, so the very first one you can measure is the carpet. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to get your phone, all right, and you're going to make a video of you pushing the uh, car across the carpet. Now I want you to push it but let it go. Okay? We want to see how long will it roll by itself after the initial force. So after you first push it, how long will it roll on the carpet? So you're going to count, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, however long until it stops rolling. All right? Then, so let's go ahead and stop the video and you do that. Good. Okay. Now, I want you to take the car and I want you to place it on the glass coffee table in front of the couch. Okay? So it means you're going to have to clear the glass coffee table off. All right? And hopefully in your notes, because I forgot to tell you the last time, that you put in your notes how hard you pushed the car. Okay? And I want you to compare you pushing it on the glass table compared to you pushing it on the carpet. How much force did you need? This time on the glass table, I want you to push with the same amount of force that you pushed it with on the carpet. Okay? Don't change how much force you put in. Okay? I want you to put the same amount of force that you pushed it with on the carpet on the glass table. All right? And you're going to count to see how long before it stops. Now, if it rolls off, if it rolls off the table, then that's fine. Okay? That I want you to document that it was not as much friction because it just rolled off the table versus we're on the carpet. Okay? So take your phone, make a video of you pushing the car on the coffee table, same amount of force, okay? Push it, count how long it takes before it stops, okay? All right, ready? Go. Great, all right. Now, I want you to take the car, okay? And I want you to go outside to the grass. If it's not, well, if it's raining, you can't go outside to the grass. But if it's not raining, go outside to the grass, okay? If it is raining, let's do it on, I guess, concrete. Let's do it on the concrete uh, between the rails when you walk out the door, okay? Right there on the front porch. And again, we want to count how long before it stops and same amount of force, okay? Don't change the force. Ready? Go. Good, good. Okay. So now that you have all your data, okay, I want you to uh, do a video talking about each experiment, telling me how much force did you use. Was it a lot of force? Was it a little force? Talk about the different surfaces. What are they made of? The texture of the surface. Is it smooth? Is it rough? Is it soft? Is it hard? Okay. I want you to talk about um, how is it? Is it light? Is it heavy? Talk about the tires on the car. Are they plastic? Are they rubber? Do they have uh, certain types of treading on it? Is it smooth? Is it rough? Okay, I want you to talk about that because all of that it comes into play with how much friction is applied on what surfaces. Okay, and later on when we start talking about gravity, those type of things are going to play in gravitational pull. Okay, so I want you to give me a report and on video talking about those different elements of friction that you experienced pushing the car. All right. Then once you get through with that, then I want you to send it to me. Matter of fact, no, don't send it to me. When I get home, I want you to show it to me, and yeah, that'd be great. So, you have a good, great day, my Binky, and I'll see you when I get home. Love you.